I'm sorry, I'm having great difficulty in saying this because it is so preposterous.
I haven't even received a copy of the FIR. Yesterday, they did say they are in touch with Instagram and they are closely working on the situation until by the end of the day, I will have it in my hand. But my hands are empty. You cannot just generalize an entire generation and call Hindu woman. If this is not division, then what is? You're dividing the people. You're generalizing. Please hold them accountable. But to generalize an entire generation.
Hello and welcome. You're watching me, Sanket Upadhyay, on the Federal. The show is called AI with Sanket. This is the AI of news because news in India today requires not artificial but analytical intelligence. I would like to show you a picture right here. I'm sure you must have seen this picture. This became the picture of the students' movement. Young 27-year-old woman from Mumbai, Rhiya. She felt that something terrible is happening. There is a detention which is not legal to her mind. So she stood in front of the police van, stopped it, earned the title of a brave heart, and received great accolades. That was unfortunately one part of the story. The second part, ladies and gentlemen, is that the same hero of the students' agitation, the face of the movement, is now facing online harassment, comments loaded with sexual innuendo, threatening letters, morphed images, and attempts to outrage her modesty. The question that I am asking, is this the way you reward a hero in this country? I have with me Rhiya Ahir. Rhiya, thank you very much for giving us time.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me.
Would you like to tell our audience what exactly happened? I mean, how did it suddenly shift from receiving great praise from the country to something as disturbing as this?
So to me also, I'm really shocked how from being an ordinary Mumbai girl and giving auditions, spending time with the family, to being a national hero in a way, as they say, and fighting against the system, I and then now after 2 days after that, I've suddenly become they say a national shame. They are saying uh, as a lady. For me also to wrap my head around the fact is very difficult because I was just trying to get used to or process what had happened with me and how I took this quantum leap in a way to this beautiful world where everyone supports me and is with me, and now to people who are harassing me and maligning my character and degrading me as a woman, talking about my profession, how I don't deserve to live, in fact. Also words and towards my dad, hatred towards my family and myself, towards the women who are uploading my pictures or photos and reposting, resharing, and speaking about how a woman stands tall in today's world, in today's time. It's it's I'm not going to say that it has deeply affected me because still the beautiful encouragement that I'm still receiving from people stands and is far ahead of of a few people who have no control over their mind. It's really sad actually that they wake up and think, who do we hate on now? Because I personally have in any interview or even before that said anything hurtful or hurt anyone's sentiments in my life altogether, and if someone thinks I have, then they have to show me the proof. The people who come to say that take my pictures and morph them and pixelate them in a way like I'm just sitting here, how you're sitting there, sir, and they take these pictures and they pixelate it to the point where whatever they say will be believed. They're making reels like these boys and saying that I have received her images have leaked and I've received them in my DMs. Instagram subscription, I'm sure you're aware of it, sir. If you would like to tell our audience what it is.
Ria, what I have gathered so far is that an allegation has been made by some people that you have opened up an Instagram exclusive page where you offer content which is adult in nature. I'm sorry, I'm having great difficulty in saying this because it is so preposterous. Is that the allegation?
Yes, sir.
Is that what
That is the
people are
allegation.
alleging? That you offer adult content on your exclusive page on Instagram, which, by the way, is a very normal practice. Even I have an exclusive page on Instagram. It is a service which is meant for you to share some exclusive content with your viewers. So in my case, as a journalist, I can break a news story for my viewers first, to the members. So it's a member shout out. Is that the allegation, Ria?
Yes, sir. That I sell adult content for 140 rupees on social media. And that I did all of this for fame so that I could charge money for this certain idea that they have. And while these people have no personal or direct contact with me, I haven't gotten in touch with them. I haven't even dignified them with a response, to be honest, sir. Because this behavior, I'm not gonna, applaud or even tell them like, "Hey, what you're doing is wrong." Because my way of responding to this is a criminal offense, and my way of responding to this is through the police, sir. When I showed this hand in front of the bus, I will show this hand to them, and this hand will stop them because the कानून का हाथ है. So I'm just hoping, wishing, and waiting for the complaint that I've registered against this to, because this guy, one of the guys, uploaded a reel today itself, sir. One of the guys. So I'm still waiting for the police to do their job, because they did tell me that, hey, assured me in a way that we are expediting this and don't worry about it, we got you. So I spent before on Saturday, I registered my cyber complaint on the portal. And then the day after that, the police called me, and on the third day, I was sitting in the police station from 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 in the evening with my father, going through the details of this, because this is a heinous and very sensitive crime in its nature. And it's so sad and unfortunate for me to say that I'm not the first woman to deal with this. That women before me have dealt with this, and there has been deep fakes and rape allegations and rape threats and weird allegations towards them that they belong to a particular area where girls do this for money. And this is all scripted just so I could do this. I mean, like how we spoke the last time, make it make sense. At least show up with proof. If you have something to say to me, if I've hurt your sentiments in any way, do tell me, because anyone can go to any of my interviews. Everything is publicly available. So you have to tell me if I've done something, if call out my behavior if I've wronged you. But to, as a woman, if you're trying to, your internal misogyny is showing, I have to tell this people. um, it has nothing to do with me. So I'll tell all the women, if anyone who's dealing with this sees this, that you are not alone, and please do not deal with this alone. This is not your shame to carry. Please go to the police station, do the needful as I've suggested. And the police were very nice the day, sir. They did not harass me as people say. They were nice to me. They made me understand the procedure, and they made me comfortable with the fact that this happens and it's very unfortunate and we'll deal with it. They even told me, because my bank account wasn't connected, or people are saying so they're calculating. I have about, I've, what did I read, 10,000 some subscribers until now, and they are saying that I have earned it in lakhs after this has happened. Sir, my account is not even connected to Instagram. And the police were telling me, why isn't it connected, ma'am? It's your hard work. You should definitely get it. For once, I did think that I will delete the subscription tool, like the whole page itself, so that, just, just stop them where it is. But then I realized I will be feeding into their narrative. I will be feeding, I will letting, it's in a way people will think, see, she was wrong. That's why she deleted it. But I will not be ashamed to monetize my craft. I will not be ashamed as a woman in today's world to try to be independent. I will not be ashamed for creating content on my Instagram. When they can't
I
defeat your argument, they start questioning your character, sir. Everyone knows this.
no, I mean this is. I know being a man, it'll be difficult to understand what a woman goes through, but even then, I do understand because we have reported many a stories which is exactly like this. But if you don't mind my asking, Ria, what exactly is there in your exclusive feed?
To start with, people are saying I started my Instagram subscription right after I did this because it was all scripted and I got what I wanted and now I've started it. This was entire a game plan. Dude, I don't even think about what I'm gonna eat in dinner. So forget about planning all this. Uh but my two pictures, Instagram carousel, and one is a video, which is from 2024. So I haven't even been active there for I think about 2 years now. There's two from there. One is from a shoot that which I was in Kashmir for. Me in a car with a turtleneck till here and a roller in my hair, and I'm singing to the song "Tu Saath Hai, Tu Din Raat Hai." This is one reel, and the other one is me in Ranthambore National Park again, 2024, where I am just on a safari and exposing the animals who has just caught a prey. That it's the tigers. They are exposed.
And unfortunately, by the way, this is the paywall equivalent of content. So if you are reading a news website, there are some news articles that are behind a paywall. For instance, you read New York Times, some articles will be behind a paywall. You make a payment and then you can read the article. Similarly, if you want to watch some exclusive content of Rhia, those finer moments or personal moments of her life. For instance, she singing her song, the backstory behind a shoot, or being in Ranthambore, as she's just mentioned. That is the sort of content. Unfortunately, sadly, and perhaps with nefarious design, it was circulated, the message was circulated that she is circulating adult content on her exclusive page. Right now, she's very clearly clarified there are only and only two messages. And she's
And
told us what
yesterday,
those two messages are.
yesterday I decided, I was speaking with a friend after a very long time. I haven't been in touch with any of my friends since this had happened because I want to give each and every second to this platform that I've been given and raise, my opinions. Everyone wants to know what next, what are you up to, and what next. So I'm trying my level best to cover everything that people want to know what's happening. But at the same time, I can't keep in touch with everyone, but individually on Instagram because there's so much love, and I take out time in the evening to like it all. So yesterday I decided, my friend suggested, why don't you use this Instagram subscription thingy so to connect with your people? And I said that's a great idea. So now yesterday I decided, okay, I will start posting content, and in the comments, anyone who wants to ask me anything or want my advice or want my suggestions, because a lot of people ask me, how did you do this, what did you feel? So I will be one on one in touch with them, through the comments. If they comment something, I will post content on it, like, hey, don't feel like this, whatever it is. So, and I think it's a great and brilliant idea to connect with people from one on one, and it will also filter out the noise, sir. So it's like cha-ching in the face of misogyny.
I really and deeply admire this spirit, Ria. That fine, you tried to put me down, you try to knock me down, I'll get up again. Is this all a part of your upbringing? Dad in the forces, so daughter turns out like this, such a brat that she's going to give each and every troublemaker a very, very hard time.
A run for their money, and these people are not even subscribing seriously. But I think it largely also comes from the way I've been brought up, but also comes from the fact that I did theater probably for 13 years. So standing up alone on the stage, I would travel with the crew. My family would stay here for my sisters. I have two sisters. I'm the youngest, so I would travel with the crew. I've been traveling with them alone since I was uh, I was a baby, like when I was 5 years old. So I'm 6 years old. I've been traveling with them. So being alone also, in a way gives you your own strength. I've performed all over India and traveled with them. Also, so just being alone is doesn't matter. I have all the support from my family. So it makes really a difference. And now the people of the nation also. So my friend suggested, I was like, "You're a genius, Neha. Let's do it."
Rhea, I just want to ask you, you see, obviously it is deeply troubling and it did trouble you. And I saw that you were all teary eyed and you broke down once you stepped out of the police station where you filed the complaint. The fact that on Monday it took you a whole day to give out all the details to the cops and finally register a complaint is also a difficult task. Now, many women would not want to go through this experience because, in many cases, they would not have either the financial muscle or the family support to do something like this. Now, I want to ask you, where exactly does this case stand? In a state which goes so high on Ladli Bahin, Ladki Bahin Yojana, they won elections on this plank. Where is your case? Have you got a copy of the FIR? Where is the investigation reached? Have these people been booked?
One like of the people who I have complained against, he put up a video or a carousel today itself calculating my earnings about how if I charge 140, it's 149 just by the way. He's not even stalking me properly. So according to that, he's calculated my earnings and posted it. Uh, People are believing it. So the case is, I don't think it has reached to them yet. So I haven't even received a copy of the FIR. Yesterday they did say they are in touch with Instagram and they're closely working on the situation until by the end of the day. I will have it in my hand, but my hands are empty. I don't have it. I don't have anything to show to people who want an answer about what am I doing about this. Girls are, texting me on Instagram. By the way, this is how I got to know, because women who are uploading stories of me, encouraging me, if they are getting hate. They are getting hate. They are getting abused right, left, and center. They've been told like, oh, you're posting about this girl, you're this and that, and this girl doesn't deserve to live. She should die. Uh, and they're texting me this and they're telling me on their private channels also, these guys are sending voice notes that I have connected with them. Uh, so they police did, I was assured that they're going to do something about it and the earliest
Rhea,
possible.
don't you think that this is an inorganic campaign against you? This is not how people talk.
Sir,
Do
I
you feel
also
that this is
that.
inorganic, manufactured, just because you embarrassed the government? Do you feel? I know you won't have information to this effect, but
But I
don't
do
you think
feel,
that this
sir.
is very inorganic?
Sir, I do feel the same thing because a lot of media channels, and I go to their comment sections, I'm getting screenshots that these are fake profiles. Today, I was being interviewed, and the cameraman after did tell me that these are fake accounts. I have checked them all. So people are with me, they are following my story, and they're themselves trying to reach to the truth. In today's time where everything is so easily available, I urge people to not believe such nonsense. They have all the provisions and all things available online to go do their own research and then make a formed opinion about it. Okay, so I do think this is a propaganda in a way, how their language is. This is a propaganda, and you see these same people commenting the same word to word. So even if it's a one word or it's a paragraph, it's word to word on these news channels and in the comments, thousands of them. And it's so sad that this is not just men; these are also women. So the bots, chatbots are doing their job, but when एक मछली पूरे तालाब को गंदा कर देती है, sir, one bad apple.
I mean, it's so sad. It is so incredibly sad that women are doing this. I just want to know, you said that you're still waiting for a police complaint, but Rhea, do you sometimes feel that you fought the system with that photograph of stopping the van and becoming a national hero? You did fight a system. You fought for the dignity of students. And here you seem to be fighting a somewhat lonely battle, because beyond a point, this does get lonely. A battle of dignity for yourself.
Yes, I do feel I took a stand, for a movement. It wasn't selfish of me. It wasn't, for me to happen. My brothers, there are other people, the citizens of India, I call my family, I took a stand for. I did not know anyone in the van. I do not know personally. I haven't been in touch with any of them even after that. But, we all celebrated with, victoriously about when they were released. And when I took a stand for the people of the nation, they are with me. But these politicians who used my pictures, and these celebrities who posted my pictures and showed their solidarity for the movement, now I'm here trying to fight for myself, fend for myself, sir. It does feel like, they were only there so that they could be supported by the people who support me.
Rhea, at the end, I just want to say, please do not consider yourself alone. Obviously, you've got your new Instagram family, and the thing with good people is that they're never organized. They're scattered, and it almost appears as if there are no good people around, because the bad voices are always extremely organized. So it appears as if they are what makes the universe.
Yeah.
And
I'd
and
like to
and
say, yeah.
that's
They tried
not
to
true.
bury me, but they forgot I'm the seed.
Before we go, I also want to ask you a question about the Bharatiya Janata Party MP Kangana Ranaut. You look at the sort of comments, and these are comments referred to Hindu women who participated in this agitation. First of all, she's converted this into a Hindu-Muslim thing. Then she's targeting Hindu women participating in the agitation. She calls them ugly. She says they're not even fit to be homemakers. They're bad at studies. They do drugs. They drink.
Their
And
body
they have no
count.
future.
Their body
And they
count,
are
sir. Body
and body
count.
count. Exactly. And they only count their body counts. Now, I want to ask you, Rhea, as a member of the Gen Z club, being called Generation Gutter by an MP, how irritated are you?
I'm upset, sir. I'm disappointed in her because I really looked up to her in a way when she stood up against the Bollywood mafia and she was so vocal about it. I was like, that's a woman, you know. And now, how we have seen, she also commented once about a female farmer that ऐसे लोग 100 रुपए में आ जाते हैं खरीद लूंगी. Like, I don't understand. I understand that people, a few, handful of people or whatever it is, their language is not acceptable. I'm not defending abuse at all. Call out their behavior, hold them responsible, hold them accountable. But to generalize an entire generation, 4 million Gen Zs, youth population basically, and we are the largest Gen Z population in the world, sir. So you're calling all of us Gen G. First of all, get your alphabets right, Miss Kangana. It's not Gen G, it's Gen Z. And Z for Ziddi, as we've said. So if we are standing up for the world, we are for sure going to stand up for each other and show you that you're a member of the parliament. If you expect us to maintain decent behavior, what are you doing yourself? Commenting such things. I understand you have your, own right of expression, but this is the way you express it. Do it, please. You are not, but you cannot just generalize an entire generation and call Hindu woman. If this is not division, then what is? You're dividing the people, you're generalizing. Please hold them accountable, but to generalize an entire generation, this is the generation that has made sure that the whole world and the future knows that if you stand up, people who are wrong in the government, who think nothing will happen to them, they will bend their knees, they will come on their knees. This is the generation who's proved it. In a world where people would started questioning the democracy of the nation, this Gen Z has proved that this is still a democracy. This Gen Z is going out in Commonwealth Games and earning national pride. This Gen Z is coming out on the streets and fixing potholes. Pranay Joshi on Instagram, Thank you, sir. Is going out. Hats off to this guy. He is doing what this government, these corrupted officers are charging crores for. He's doing it for free, sir. And this is the generation who goes out on the streets and collects garbage from BMC blocks. And these aunties and boomers who stand aside are calling them crazy. Ye pagal hai kya? It will come back tomorrow. This is what they're doing. Did we generalize these people? The minister of West Bengal comes up and says, "ये तो शुक्रवादी लोग हैं," about the protesters. He is generalizing, he's dividing religious, hurting religious sentiments. Did we call out all the ministers and say, "Oh my God, look at them"? When CGI said कि ये time नहीं, now it has turned out कि it was taken out of context, whatever his statement was. But when he said something, did we say कि this man is wrong? All the judges of the courts, पूरा न्यायालय गलत है. Did we say that? No, sir. When the Kerala leader, RSS leader says कि the protesters who were there at Jantar Mantar deserve to be raped and they will enjoy it and they don't even file complaint against it. Did we generalize all the RSS leaders? And I mean, as we all know, time and time again, they do prove us that we should.
I think to anyone who thinks that Gen Z is not intelligent and is not aware of the goings on in the world, listen to what Rhiya has to say. Rhiya, more power to you. You're not alone. I can assure you that the country is with you. Thank you so much for giving me time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.